I'm going to try something new for this one. We'll see how well that goes, where I don't read the article and instead just give you my thoughts as I go through it. Now, what I am talking about today is X, or Twitter, whatever you still call it. I still tend to refer to it as Twitter. That went down for quite a bit and intermittently the entire day. Elon Musk has come out and said that there has been a cyber attack on it. But what I didn't notice, and haven't seen any proof of it either, is that was that only for like verified subscribers? Were they trying to get those people who pay into it? Were they trying to get their information? I don't know, because I haven't had a problem all day. Now, this story does come from Variety, so let that sit with a grain of salt. Elon Musk says the X outage caused by massive cyber attack. He's praying. After several hours, there's also another thing that he's going to say that I just saw in the headlines as well. There's another thing that he's going to say, and we'll see if that has any validity whatsoever. After several hours of recurring outages on Monday, which is today, it's funny how they reported this like 7 hours ago, Elon Musk took to X to explain why his social media network experienced widespread technical problems. They're quoting him. There still is a massive cyber attack against X. At 1:25 p.m. Eastern, so like 12:30 is when I was taking my lunch break, where he has more than 219 million followers. We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources. Either a large coordinated group and or a country is involved. And what do you think that country might be? What do you think he's going to put it on? Musk, in an interview Monday afternoon on Fox Business Network, he said that the company was still not sure exactly what happened, but claimed that the attack came from IP addresses originating in the Ukraine area. There we go. We're bringing politics in it now, because it has to. Did the IP addresses originate there? Are there people on the ground from, some of our folks? When I say our folks, I mean American people who disagree with the new administration. That remains to be seen. But Kudlow interviewed Musk at Washington, D.C.'s Eisenhower Executive Office building. Now, as users first began reporting problems, and don't worry, I saw a ton of this in Twitter. I saw a ton of it on Twitter, funnily enough. But everyone was asking, are you being blocked out of your Twitter? Are you being thresholded at any point? Can you even access your stuff? Can you even see your stuff? Basically, the majority of everything that I was getting was that it wouldn't reload. There was only one person, and he may have been playing it up, but Drunk People was the only person that I saw who was like, oh, no, it said that there was like a complete reboot of his system. I don't know how true that was, because I was listening to the podcast on the way home from work. I never experienced that. I never heard anybody else say that kind of stuff. But that's what kind of sparked my question. Was it the blue checkmark verified people that they were targeting? Since I had no interruption whatsoever. 5:30 a.m. on March the 10th. Another one, apparently it came back. I had a little bit of a hiccup, and another one went out around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, followed by a third significant spike in error complaints around 11 a.m., which that was the time that I saw. That's the time that we were recording for Drunk 3PO's thing. And this is one of the things that he says. Some X users, when they tried to access the service, saw error message from Cloudflare, which is exactly what Jay said, a content delivery network and cybersecurity services provider that said website is returning an unknown error. Now, we all know everything about Musk. Well, we don't know everything about Musk. We know that his seamen swim upstream, most definitely. We know that he's got his hands in a whole lot of stuff. We know that he's a multi-billionaire. We also know that he is now part of the Trump administration, heading up, DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and they have not made many friends along the way, which is kind of what politics is. And in order to stay true, at least to your own values, you will lose friends, because you can't always be nice. And so this is one of those things where, yeah, it's probably a targeted attack from something, someone, some country. And Musk is pointing the blame at Ukraine, which I think may just be a little bit, premature, because addresses can be rerouted through so many different things. And there also could be some, espionage going on as well. It also as we saw with the YouTube channel of DC. It could be some middle school Asian kid somewhere that it hacks the entire account. Surely Musk will be up to the task, and this is where things get a little bit risky in today's day and age, because I would assume there's so many safeguards. And one thing that we need to, make apparent, or at least remind people of in today's world, is Elon Musk is not hands-on on everything that he owns. I think people need to get that through their heads at some point, because there's not enough hours in the day, there's not enough days in the week, there's not enough weeks in the month, there's not enough months in the year, there's not enough years of an entire life for him to be strictly hands-on in everything that goes on with Twitter. It's just not possible. He was made aware of it as soon as possible. Obviously, he gave the PR statement because he did buy it in a huge purchase that made everyone go crazy, and is still making people go crazy to this day. So I guess the question that I have to ask, if there has to be a question, if you were affected, did you have the blue check mark? I mean, obviously do your research, go back through everything. Did you have bad internet service? Did you check your speed interconnectivity at the time? Or was it just trying to just shut the website down intermittently based on where you were? These are the questions that I wish I had the answers to. But until then, and if this comes out with more information, I will report on that, because that's something that really piqued my interest. This is Malty from Mouth of Malty. We will see y'all later on this evening. Bye-bye.